Yo, welcome to Let's Talk Football. Welcome to a brand new video. This is your weekend review for the Orlando Pirates versus Mamelodi Sundowns MTN8 semi-final. And before we get into it, please make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Press the like button below this video and please leave a comment. Let's grow the channel, guys. So if you're watching, please make sure that you subscribe and leave a like below so that the channel can grow. I know the review is late because of the hectic weekend I had, but yeah, here we go, guys. Both teams, well, the game finished with 1-1, and I think both teams had a chance to win it. It was a game of two halves. In the first half, Mamelodi Sundowns had control of the game, and in the second half, Orlando Pirates took control of the game. The first 10 minutes of the first half, I think it was a bit cagey. Both teams went at each other, and then Mamelodi Sundowns got control of the game, with Zwane dictating the play and Marcelo Ellendi giving us that control in midfield. But in the 15th minute, Zwane got injured, and I think that gave us that made a bit of a change to the game, right? We had to bring on Jaden Adams for Zwane in the 15th minute, and as much as Jaden had a good game, well, a good half, because when he got on a couple of minutes later, I think in the 36th minute, we got the goal through a corner. But before that, prior to that, we were starting to move the ball around very well, started to get hold of position even more, and Orlando Pirates was dropping deep, which I feel like we could have pinned them back even more and tried to create even more, because we had the position, but we just kept rotating the position without creating any clear-cut chances. And the 36th minute, Debo Mkwena gives Sundowns the lead with a header from a corner, with a cross from Marcelo Allende. And I think the set pieces are a weakness for Orlando Pirates, because they couldn't defend those set pieces. Every corner kick we got, a Sundowns player got there at the end of it. Orlando Pirates could not compete with us through those set pieces, and I think it's something we should consider in the second leg. Well, I think us getting the goal in the 36th minute, we got control of the game, and we got another chance to make it 2-0 with Arthur Sellers cutting inside, taking a shot, got the rebound. Reyners pulled through to Matthews, and Matthews missed the one-on-one, which I think he should have buried, and we could be talking a different story right now if we went to halftime with a 2-0 lead. Second half, Orlando Pirates came out the block quick and fighting for an equalizer. If I'm being honest, Pirates was the better team in the second half, and they could have easily won that game. After they got the equalizer, it got difficult for Mamelodi Sundowns to get back into the game. Our coach tried to make some changes, which I think, well, some of the changes were forced, with Silas going out with a hamstring, and I think also Matthews went out with a hamstring. Those changes gave Orlando Pirates the momentum after they got the equalizer. Even before they got the equalizer, because the momentum was building up and Mamelodi Sundowns was dropping deep, which we didn't do in the first half, because Orlando Pirates was targeting our left back. They were using Sibelebele's pace, trying to play the ball over our defense so we can run behind. And we defended very well in the first half. playing a bit of a high line and letting them run behind so we can play the offside trap. And it worked very well. In the second half, we started to drop deep, and I think that eventually caught up to us when Orlando Pirates got the equalizer. But before the equalizer, Pirates made a couple of substitutions in the 62nd minute. Van Rooyen went off and they brought on Apolis. Mbata went off and they brought in Sipombule, which showed that they were getting ready to attack. And Mbule coming on gave them a bit of control. He put his foot on the ball and they could actually get some position, because in the first half they couldn't even get hold of the ball. So Sipombule coming on gave them a bit of control, and that's when they started to build up the momentum to attack Sundowns. I think the mistake that our coach made was when he took off Silas, he brought on, actually he made two defensive subs with Silas going off and Divine Lunga coming on, and then he took off Obrumdiba and Batusi Obas came on. I think those changes were very defensive, and they gave Orlando Pirates a chance to attack us, because bringing on those defensive players caused us to drop deep, and that gave Pirates a lot of space in the midfield so they could attack us. Because if you checked in the first half, with Obrumdiwa inverting, he was the extra body in midfield, and Sales was inverting from the right hand side, gave us an extra body inside. So basically, we were attacking Orlando Pirates through the middle, and I think that could have worked more if we persisted in it. I personally feel like we could have brought on maybe Lukaku or Mabena instead of Batusi Obas. We could have tried to attack Pirates, try to get the second goal, and then maybe close down. But we tried to defend a 1-0 lead, and I think that's one thing that cost us in big games. He tried it, and it cost us in the CAF Champions League final last season, and I think we made the same mistake again against Orlando Pirates. Going into the second leg, I'm hoping that we go more on the front foot, try to get 2 goals at least before trying to defend, because trying to defend a 1 lead is very difficult and it's very risky. With us having the away goal, I think it's a positive, but the game is still in the balance because it's only 1-1. And Orlando Pirates coming to us now in the second leg, we should be careful that we don't concede, and on the other hand, try to get more goals so we can have a comfortable lead. I hope our coach won't be as pragmatic as he was in the first leg. Try to go all out and try to get a good result. 2 goals, 2 early goals would put us in a very comfortable position to actually win the league and go into the final. I really hope that we can win this tournament, because we find it very difficult to win the MTN8, and I think this season we might have a chance. If we beat Orlando Pirates, we stand a good chance of taking the cup. But yeah, man, I hope our coach will actually start having faith in our young players, more especially Lukaku and Mabena. I hope they get the game time, because we are very thin in attack. We don't have many players in attack because we have let go of many players. I think we still have to sign at least maybe 3, maybe 4 signings just to bolster the team a bit. And yeah, because our coach said he wants a smaller squad, I feel like maybe if we as much as we have trimmed the squad, if we get at least 3, maybe 4 signings for the new season, will be good. More especially on the positions that we lacking because of Lucas Ribeiro Costa leaving and Modau not being part of the squad. But Mandunyela had a very good game. even got the man of the match. So he covered the position very well, the right back position very well. Left back, I'm not that convinced because that's where the Orlando Pirates goal came from. Otherwise, Mudiba held his own after a very difficult start to the game. After that, he played very well. He dealt with Sebele very well until he was substituted, and Divine Lunga obviously slept a bit, and then we conceded the goal. But I hope our coach will work on that and work on the little mistakes that we made, and maybe try to be aggressive and try to get 2 early goals in the second leg so we can be in a very comfortable position. Yeah, man, for I think that's it for the first leg, and we're looking forward to the second leg, looking forward to see how we go about it in the second leg. And yeah, man, I'm hoping that we get a good result at home and go to the final of the MTN8. I'm really hoping that we can win this trophy. That's it from me, guys. Thank you for tuning in. And if you got this far, please make sure that you subscribe, press that like button under this video, and leave a comment below. Tell me what you think about the first leg, and tell me what you think or what do you expect from the second leg coming this weekend. Mamelodi Sundowns has a game during the week, before a league game before the final. So we're playing on Wednesday before the final. Let me just check. Who are we playing on Wednesday? I'm not pretty sure, but I think it is Bay, but I'm not sure. Because we're playing on Wednesday. Oh, my guess, it's my guessy on Wednesday, and then it's the second leg on Saturday. Looking forward to that. So yeah, guys, please make sure that you subscribe, make sure that you like, and leave a comment below, man. Let's interact. Tell me what you think about the first leg, and tell me what you expect from the second leg. From your boy, we out.